Hi guys, welcome back to the Casual Watch Review channel. So in this week's episode, we're going to be doing an unboxing. Now I'm pretty excited about this one. This is a brand that I've never owned and also a complication on a watch that I've never owned before. Now this brand will be familiar to a lot of you if you're fans of other watch YouTubers, so that's a little hint for you. And also the complication is interesting for me because I do a lot of traveling, so there's the second hint. Now, I'd never really considered this brand before, but a good friend to the channel, James, was sending me a lot of pictures of his own watches, so thank you for that, James. And I really was interested in a watch with this complication, and it just made sense when I put all the pieces together and started looking at what was actually out there on the market. What I like to do with these unboxings is do the unboxing first, wear the watch for a couple of weeks, and then do a proper full review of it. Anyway, let's flip the camera around and get started with the unboxing. The package arrived today from DHL. And then at the end, what I'm really interested in what you guys think of it, if you leave me a comment in the comment section down below. So let's flip the camera around and get started. Here we are in its nice yellow packaging. So this came from DHL. And unbelievably, it came from order to delivery in 3 days. And it actually came from Singapore. I couldn't be more impressed with that. I was amazed it came in 3 days from Singapore. But let's get started with the unboxing. So I've got my trusty Leatherman here, this knife one. And we'll just cut it open from here, making sure that I don't either cut myself or we damage the watch. Very well wrapped. Let's open it up here. Great, so it's in this secondary kind of bubble wrap. So you can see straight away where I got it from. I got it from this Nomon Watches, based in Singapore. I ordered it on Wednesday and it arrived on Friday, which I couldn't have been more happy about because I wanted to take this on a business trip with me. I actually fly out on Sunday, so I was hoping, but not expecting it to arrive in time. So let's open it up here. And there you go, you can tell what it is straight away. It is a Squale or a Squale, depending on how you pronounce it. I've never even thought about buying a Squale watch before. I know there's a lot of other channels that talk about them at length, talk about what good quality they are, but I'd never actually seen one in person or had a first-hand account. But as I mentioned in the intro, friend to the channel, James, was messaging me lots of pictures of his. He's got some special edition ones as well. And he was telling me that really the quality is there. And for the price that I paid for this one, I think it's an absolute bargain. So first off, let's open it up. So it comes in this like cardboard box here. Oh, this is pretty cool. Oh great, oh, it's actually a spare NATO strap. That's pretty cool actually. Let's open that up. That's a pretty decent NATO strap actually. Colours interesting. I'm not sure it's exactly going to go with the colour scheme of the watch, but we'll try it anyway. This is, thank you for shopping with us. We appreciate your support. Share your passion with us. Hashtag us on Instagram, Nomon Watches. That's pretty cool. And also, this is for measuring your lug width. Now, this is one, the actual lug width of my watch isn't on here, but we'll talk about that anyway. So that's a nice little thank you up there. So we open it up here, and here it is. So this looks like it might be leather, but I think it's like a kind of faux leather, which would probably go with the kind of diving theme, I imagine. So if you got this wet, it's not going to damage like leather. So we have another little note from Nomon Watches, just saying GMT watch uses the ETA 2893 automatic movement. The second hour hand is a true GMT hand that completes one full rotation in 24 hours. Well, that gives it away. So we know it's a GMT watch. Oh, and here's the actual warranty card. I wasn't sure that I was going to get a warranty card, but I think Nomon Watches are an authorized reseller of Squale. And in fact, they have some models on their site that aren't even on the Squale website. In the center part here, oh, the Squale manual. So this is pretty simple packaging, but I'm actually fine with that. Partly because I struggle to store watch boxes, especially if they come in elaborate boxes. And I think also it shows that they're not spending a lot of money on additional packaging. You know, there might be a lot more money actually going into what you're paying for, which is the watch, which is fine by me. So let's just pull it out here. Now, this is not only a watch that I would never considered buying before. When I saw it, I wasn't convinced at all about the color scheme, but as I kept looking at it online, I started to really like it. So let's get it out here. So here we go. This is the Squale 30 Atmos GMT Tropical limited edition. So if we pull the wrapping off, we can see that very distinctive dial. Now, this actually looks better than the photos, and I've seen in other reviews and they've said that actually it looks a lot better than the photos, because I think this is going to be very hard to kind of capture on a camcorder, because this is like a grey and a dark kind of navy blue ceramic bezel on here. It's been kind of like pre-aged. So this is supposed to simulate a black and a blue dial that has faded over 30 years. I was reading on their website. Also, you can see the like force aged or force patina on the hands, the kind of like faux radium dial. Normally, I've got to be honest with you, I do not like this on a watch. I don't like it when Omega do it. I don't like it when other watches kind of put this peach patina on here, but I think this overall color scheme, it works really well. I think because this is a watch that is not normally what I would buy, as I started looking at it, I was like, yeah, let's take a risk on it. Let's see what it looks like in the flesh. And I've got to say, I'm pretty impressed with it, just straight out the box. So we've got this classic dive watch case. This is based on a Squale from the 1960s. But obviously it's got a very similar to a Rolex Submariner case. It has this oversized crown, which I really like actually. Let's just open it up here. Oh yeah, and then it just pops out. So I believe that one way is the date and the other way is the quick set GMT hand. Oh yeah, we can see it go in there. And then you pull it out, it's got hacking, and then this is the main hands there. We can see the GMT hand going around as well. Really smooth action on that, actually. And then it should have, I believe, if we screw that back in, I think that's manual wind. And if that is, that's incredibly smooth for a manual wind. Yeah, that must be the manual wind. That's really nice and smooth, actually. Yeah, you can feel it going round, but that's really smooth. You can't really feel it forcing the rotor round like you can on some of the other ETA movements. Got Squale on the back there. This is 316L stainless steel, as you'd expect. The dimensions, we'll look at those later. It's got this really nice chunky metal band on it, actually. We've got the Squale on here. Let's just pull all of this wrapping off. We've got the Squale tag on here, and we've got really nice drilled pins there with actual screw-in pins. Yeah, I'm a big fan of this actually so far. I was really not sure what it was going to look like in the flesh with this kind of color scheme. Got that 120 quick click GMT 24-hour bezel. Really nice action to it. We've got sapphire. We've got the magnifier on here. I'm not sure if that's slightly... I'll try and do a macro on this when I do the full review. I'm not sure if that's slightly skewed a little bit. But anyway, that doesn't bother me. So overall, this watch only cost $800 for an ETA GMT watch. I just thought that was an absolute fantastic value. They still have them available on the Nomon watch website. They also have a green version. I think they made a Batman version of this and also a black version. But I think they produce these in like a limited quantity. So let's zoom in and do the measurements. We've got a 42mm case, 13mm thick, and 49mm lug to lug, and very annoyingly, it has a 21mm lug width. I don't know why they've done that. They should have just done a 20mm lug width. That's the only thing that I'm not amazed about this watch, honestly. I'm not sure why any watch company does a 21mm lug width. It's kind of almost non-standard. Either go with 22 or 20. I would have preferred 20. So I think I'm going to have to probably stick with the metal strap on this, or see if I can actually get a 21mm, because I think a Tropic strap would look pretty awesome on this as well. So after our adjustment there, here it is on the wrist. Really comfortable fit, actually. Obviously, it is a bit more of a chunkier watch. This metal strap fits really well, actually. I also noticed when I was putting it on that there's also a diver's extension, which is really nicely machined, actually. So in summary, yeah, quite impressed with this Squale here. I wasn't sure about the color scheme when I was looking at it online, but I'm glad I took the gamble on it. There was the unboxing of the Squale GMT. As you can see, my first impressions, very impressed. But what do you guys think? If you leave a comment in the comment section down below, I always try and get back to them as quick as possible. You can also contact me on any of my social media links here. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all next time on the Casual Watch Review channel. Thanks guys, bye.